Hey guys, and welcome to my next reaction to The Walking Dead World Beyond. Okay, so last episode, though I do think that it was kind of contained setting-wise and maybe even plot-wise a little bit. I liked the character moments. I do like that we're learning more and more about everybody and what's happened in their past and everything like that. So hopefully now we can maybe get into things a little bit more, and I don't know, I'm a little bit concerned about what dangers they might meet on the road, so to speak. So I'm a little nervous, but we'll see what happens with this episode. All right, let's get into it.
If you were a physicist, you might say nuclear. Because the strongest force in the world is the force of nature.
The biological imperative that all organisms must survive to seek food, water, shelter.
Oh, is this the book?
Means we need a boat.
Oh.
No, we really should turn back. Yeah, no, you finally convinced us.
Huh.
You guys are gonna regret all of this positivity and optimism one of these days. Oh, my little explorer. Stop it.
Make the others see that if we don't do this...
I never said I was in.
Yeah, but you never said that you weren't.
Uh-huh.
In short, accept the wind. It always wins.
Eldon's with us. Maybe.
I was gonna say, I don't know if he is.
Best way to keep him safe might be if one of us keeps going with the girls while the other takes back the boys. Just putting it out there.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Then we'll get creative. Build our own.
Oh, she is just so damn optimistic.
Really?
Let's do
You're
it.
gonna build a boat.
Well, on Fear, they built a plane, so I mean, this this is probably doable.
Now put some lights. Oh, careful. It's very, very old. Do you know what that is, Elton?
Look at his shirt.
It's a meteor.
Is that my little sister? She's kicking.
Oh!
Oh, but I think she's also saying, I can't wait to meet you.
Oh!
My sister. That's what I'm naming her.
Oh!
Oh. So you're saying we're in business?
Except we don't have an engine. So to fight the current.
The AC. I read about how those work. We could use the parts and make some sort of, it'd be like the steel you made back at the university.
Is there something about the apocalypse that just makes everybody engineers all of a sudden? Like,
Yes. Let's get to work.
maybe it's just me. I don't think I'd be able to just know how to build a boat. Is that something I'm supposed to know? Am I? I'm questioning myself right now.
The closer we get to finishing this boat, the harder it's going to be to sway the others.
Is he gonna sabotage it?
Maybe it's time to let this plane go.
Will you tell him what time it is?
Okay. Oh boy.
Is it true? They're working behind our backs trying to get us to turn around?
Can we just talk about this?
Pass. You've been trying to...
Oh my God. Okay.
What was your plan B, huh? You sabotaged the boat to make us go back?
I agree with a lot of what he says, alright? It makes sense.
You're not going back.
Yeah, maybe.
Seriously?
Well, there's nothing to go back to, but you know what I mean.
He made me promise him that I would keep you safe, and that is exactly what
You
I'm
care
doing.
There
more
you
about
go.
a promise than you do about his life?
That is not what I'm
Stop.
saying.
Yes, it is. We don't have time for this. Leave your shit at the door. Because without each and every one of us giving 100%, we're not making it across that river.
Okay. Oof. Ooh, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that at all.
I can't believe he would try and mess with Elton's head like that. Actually, I can.
Found me floating down the Missouri in a raft. Next thing I know, they're calling me hot.
Huh.
Now that I might. Never would have lived long enough for my security to pick me up. If I didn't keep pushing. Maybe that's what this whole thing is for you. The others too.
Maybe.
Maybe you should tell him that.
Oh.
I was about to. Then Hurricane Hope struck. Maybe he's gotta figure it out for himself.
Or maybe Felix just doesn't want everyone to die. Like, my goodness.
Yeah, I know you're pissed off.
I am.
Okay, great.
The thing is, I'm more pissed at myself for being dumb enough to think that we could turn you. That I could turn you.
Why is Felix the bad guy?
Dad gave you every chance to be a real part of the family and you never took it. What about your sisters? What are your problems?
He is trying to save.
All I had to do was be the one to tell him not to go. Joke's on me. You are who you are. I guess it's time for me to grow up.
Okay. Whoa. Whoa.
I'm not mad.
Good.
I'm just...
Not disappointed. I think they're safe.
Well, I don't agree with that, but I
They have to be safe.
do think that this
What do
is
you mean?
okay.
I'm out there to protect them if they aren't.
Oh,
I knew all that, but...
I just don't want anybody to die.
which is a fair.
Yes, I know death is inevitable, but is it so horrible to try and put it off for just a little bit longer?
There you go. It's okay. It's okay.
So if you can understand risk on a conscious level, then there is no need for fear.
Oh, Elton.
This is a very special word.
Oh.
It keeps anyone who's holding it safe forever. So plan hold on to it tight, okay?
Oh my God.
Weird.
Freak out!
Oh wow, are all the walkers gonna get loose? Is this gonna be a situation and Felix is gonna have to save you? Oh man. Sorry, I'm gonna get mad. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh good, making a lot of noise for the walkers. This is great. This is good. Ay, ay, ay.
Where is Addison Elton?
Well, they're booking it, but oh my God. Oh.
I swear that wasn't on purpose.
Oh man! Do you not really know how to build a boat? Oh look, Felix gets to save all of you! Ungrateful people!
I can't. I'm claustrophobic.
Elton, please.
Oh! That's why he's claustrophobic. Oh! I feel terrible.
Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn.
Oh, Elton. Oh! Oh my God. Thank God somebody's helping Felix over here. Jesus. But also Elton is stuck and it's a situation.
She's whoever's holding it safe.
Ah!
Come on, we can do this! The boat won't make it. We won't make it.
I can't do this by myself. Let's go.
Oh, Felix!
I was never just about a promise. Plus, I'm into your dad.
For what it's worth, leaving those clues behind wasn't just so you'd come and turn us around. You're here now, right? So never. You're going off? On your own?
Don't sweat it. I'll be back. 48 hours max. Till then,
Ooh. Oh, sweetie.
Here's the thing. Nature accounted for everything about the human race, except our self-awareness. We can act in ways nature wasn't expecting, wasn't ready for.
Oof. This handwriting's a little rough. Wow. Poor little Elton.
He said that he wasn't scared and that I shouldn't be either. But he was.
Yeah.
Probably more than he'd ever been in his entire life. He was brave because he was scared.
I wish I could have met your dad. And your mom.
Oh, well, you met her.
It must have been pretty cool to make a kid like you.
I sometimes think that she's still out there.
Oh. Oh, God. My heart's breaking. Oh, oh, oh,
My
oh,
sister is
oh!
the real one.
Oh my goodness.
It's an empty.
What if it's not? What if it's a Yep. You're gonna learn today, kids. You're gonna learn today. Woo! Okay. I actually really like this episode, even though parts of it really infuriated me, like a bit. But okay, so let's talk about before I get into the whole Felix situation, because I have a lot to say on that. But I liked the focus on Elton. I liked the explanation of the claustrophobia and what he endured. Honestly, very psychologically probably in that box, you know, like I think he really, childhood trauma can have very lasting effects. And I think that can, you know, be said for, the majority of these kids, you know, as much as they were not, they were sheltered a bit. You know, a lot of people like to say how, you know, Judith would run circles around these guys and stuff. And I have stated before, and I believe not everybody can have Rick and Michonne as parents, and be kind of in the situation that they were in. However, you know, as much as they are, so to speak, sheltered, with this apocalypse, you know, and kind of taken care of and very naive, and trust me, I'm gonna get to that. But I think what's kind of interesting is a good portion of them have their own sort of childhood trauma that they are dealing with. Obviously, Hope, you know, killing Elton's mom, and Elton, you know, being kind of shoved into that box, and you know, all of that, and everything with Silas, you know, and even, you know, even Iris, maybe not a very physical, she was super present for it, but in the sense of, you know, losing her mom in the way that she did, you know, so I do find it really interesting, because I feel like they are all kids or young adults that are dealing with previous traumas, previous things that have happened to them. It's not that, it's not like they haven't had shit go down in their life. You know what I mean? And I think maybe that was intentional for the writers to kind of help get us all kind of on board with these characters, because they're a little bit more complex than, oh, just random characters that are, you know, super sheltered and all of that. So I liked that we got a little bit of a perspective on Elton. I love seeing how his parents were raising him, like really trying to teach him a bunch of things. And he seems to be just the type of person who really craves knowledge and craves, you know, it says my little explorer. So craves exploring and all of that. So I really, really liked that, and kind of how strong as a kid, and I would assume a good portion of that was also shock, but just to like get out of that box and then just be on his merry way. So I liked the deep dive into that. And I liked that it kind of, we talk about how, or I talk about how people deal with loss very differently, a lot on my channel. And, it is kind of interesting that Elton, kind of thinking back to his parents and losing his parents is kind of why there's a part of him that wants to side with Felix. There's a part of him that wants to say, hey, you know what? Like, I don't want any of us to die. I care about you guys. You guys are my friends. I care about everybody here. I don't want any of us to die. And whereas, Hope and Iris are more, concerned specifically for their dad, and I think slightly naive. Again, we'll get to that. But, I just think that it's very, a little bit, the things that have happened in their past, losing their mom and everything like that, maybe kind of gives them the spirit or whatever to just drive forward and to just continue on. Whereas with Elton, it's like maybe inhibiting him a little bit to really take this brave step, as he puts it. Brave is one thing, but you got to be smart about it, my opinion. Now, I would like to hear your opinion. Do you think Silas, I mean, I know originally he was kind of like, no, Elton wouldn't do that. Do you think Silas, because he meant a few words, right? Do you think he was really upset with Elton about the whole situation of, him, I don't know, because Elton was like, I didn't do that on purpose, or trying to explain himself. So let me know if you think that he was really, really upset, or if he kind of understood. We didn't really get that conversation, but I feel bad for Hope because of the fact that I don't think she needs anything else to make her feel guiltier about that situation than she already does. But there they go. They got it. Like, she got that anyway, because, she saw the picture and now she's going to feel even worse, and I feel bad about that. I would love to see Huck's backstory. There might be, if she's going off on her own, there might be an episode of focused on that. That would be kind of interesting to hear about. Okay. Now let me get to Felix and the situation, because I was getting angry. Here's the thing. I think in general in the fandom, as I know, like right off the bat, there's so many people who are like, oh my God, these kids are so naive. They're going to die, blah, blah, blah. I don't have this really strong animosity towards these kids. I totally get why they want to go save their dad. Like, I get that, right? The thing that's frustrating to me is the fact that I just think they are kind of acting like they know it all. You know what I mean? And like, I was getting kind of angry when it was like they were saying, you know, like, Felix is betraying us, or like, you know, Felix is just, he just wants things his own way. And like, you know, really sort of, I don't know why I did that voice for them, but you know, like I feel like I understand that they're like, we want to go save our dad. I'm down for that argument. Like, I get it. But one, the fact that they can't understand how, you know, they're like, is a promise more important than my dad's life? Well, okay, let's analyze that. Maybe it is, because can you imagine if one of you die going to save your dad? I assume, now we didn't really focus too much on the dad, right? We haven't seen too much of him, a little bit, but not a ton. But like, I can imagine your dad would be furious if one of his daughters lost their lives coming to save him. You know, I think most parents would agree that they, you know, want their children to outlive them, and they would gladly give up their lives for their kids. Now, again, I do think that he is in a precarious situation, and like, I'm on board with that fact, but I'm just saying, like, I don't like the idea of kind of blaming Felix for wanting to keep you safe. And here's the, I can't, it's just bothering me, because as soon as like shit hit the fan and all these walkers were coming out, you know, like, as I said in my reaction, I'm like, oh, look, who's gonna have to handle this? Felix is gonna have to handle this. And like, you know, and as much as they did come up, Hope and Iris, and knock down a couple walkers, and like, I get like good, but you know, like, we need group participation if this is how it's gonna be. But like, genuinely, it just really, that just kind of bothers me, because I don't think they're like understanding that Felix just doesn't want them to die. The horrors, I know, it's crazy. And like, I get what Huck was saying, like, maybe this is the thing that's going to help you grow into who you need to be, and take those brave steps, and like, I get it. But like, I'm not about everybody saying like, it's just, I feel like everybody there was like, obviously Felix is the bad guy, except for like Elton, you know, like Elton was kind of understanding, but like, it's driving me nuts. What do you mean? What are you talking about? This is insane. Felix is like, and like, all I'm thinking in my head is like, God forbid they come across any of the evil fucking people that like, what if they could you imagine if they saw the Terminus signs? Can you imagine? They would be like, oh my God, these great people are gonna help us. Like, even the Rick's group were like going towards Terminus for those who survive, like all of that shit. And then, you know, rude awakening when you just stumble across a bunch of cannibals. Like, I'm waiting for these kids to like kind of, and it's weird because I have this weird feeling of like, a part of me wants them without any of them dying, but part of me wants them to like come across like some bad people. Now, I don't know if this person at the end is bad or good or normal or not or whatever, but like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, part of me wants them to have like a little bit of a bad experience with people. So like, and then, you know, Felix can just be like, But he wouldn't be like that. He wouldn't be like that. He would just be protecting them. Like, oh, okay. I'm having issues with this whole scenario. Anyway, let me know how you feel about it, but I just think it's a weird thing, because I'm not saying that I don't understand why they want to go save their dad. Of course they want to go save their dad, like, you know, but I don't like the fact that it's like they're just acting like, Felix, how dare you? He's just trying to keep you alive. And I feel like these kids have proven, they've proven a lot of things. I think they're smart. Like, I you know, there's certain things that I, like, well, smart in some ways, I guess. But, like, you know, like, there are certain things I really like about this crew that I'm down for. But I think you have proven that you might need protection. Luckily, you have not come across anything, like, horrific. Some tough things, but nothing on the level of some things we've seen in this franchise before. So, like, and like, you guys are still, like, kind of learning how to kill walkers. Like, it's just, I can't. Felix is just doesn't want you to die. And, you know, if something bad happens to one of them, he's the one who's going to 100% blame himself and never forgive himself for not, like, I don't know, tying you all up and dragging you back. Like, I have no idea, but, like, okay. That's my rant. Let me know if you agree. Anyway, I think that's about it. Sorry that I really went off on a tangent there. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye.